there, it's Mandy from Mandy Marie Art. It's time for another Copic Ink refill swatch video. In this video, I'm going to swatch half of my collection of red violet inks from Copic Ink. So let's dig in. All right, first up is RV00, which is Water Lily. Water Lily is a very light pink color. Doesn't have like an initial drop staining. It's a very stable color. No additional colors are bleeding through onto the paper. Because it's a lighter color, it is a bit gummier or kind of like a tacky consistency when it dries. Next color is RV02, which is Sugared Almond Pink. As with the last color, this color is also a very stable color, very bright pink, but no undertones showing through. Slight bit of texture or gumminess to it, and just a small little spot where that initial drop of ink was on the paper. Next color is RV06, which is Cerise. This color is very fluorescent-like, very bright, vibrant. It does have an appearance of some slight purple haloing as it dries along the edges. Not much in terms of texture or gumminess, but as you can see, as it starts to dry, there's kind of some tonal changes or differences there. Next up is RV09, which is Fuchsia. Again, another bright, almost fluorescent color. Similar to Cerise, it does have, some of that purple bleeding. Lots of tonal changes, because then there's even some lighter pink right here. It's not thick or gummy in texture. Next is RV10, which is pale pink. No initial staining of the paper. Another very light pink option. Again, no real undertones bleeding out, but when it does dry, there is some gumminess or texture to it along the edges. Next color is RV11, which is pink. This one is almost like a rosy pink. It does have a little bit of like a yellow, creamy undertone to it underneath. So you'll see kind of like a creaminess on the paper. Overall, really even consistency, not much in terms of gumminess or texture. But again, for undertones, you'll see some of that like creamy yellow look to it, but no other undertones show up with this color. RV14 is next, which is Begonia Pink. This color is a very like fluorescent coral color. Very bright, kind of fun, whimsical. Some tonal things happening towards the top there, but not much. Just a little kind of like that kind of purple pink to it, but very like fluorescent coral pink. Next is RV19, which is Red Violet. magenta kind of looking color. Very stable, very little undertones showing through. Not much in terms of texture or gumminess for this. This color, while it looks very magenta in hue, there is some purple to it, of course, that kind of shows through. Gorgeous color. Next up is RV21, which is light pink. And this one also has kind of like a creamy yellow undertone. You don't really see it much, but it's there. Even consistency, not much in terms of texture or gumminess to it. And again, no real undertones popping through. And then the last color is RV23, which is pure pink. Again, another bright, vibrant coral color. A little bit of a peachy, creamy yellow undertone. You can't see it as much, but again, it's there, so consider that as your blending colors. Undertones, there's maybe a tiny bit of that violet popping out, but not much overall. And then there's a slight bit of texture or gumminess with that color.
All right, one last look at my personal collection of inks in the Red Violet range from Copic Ink. Again, this is only half of the red violets. Watch for part 2 to see the other half. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about alcohol ink, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below and you'll be notified the second I upload a new video. That's it from me. Let's meet up again.